everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, let me give a quick introduction. My name is Cotton Candy. I am a music festival junkie. You will soon realize that EDM, raves, and music festivals are literally my whole life. Like, it's a condition. Last year in 2019, I attended 15 music festivals in 7 different countries, which was the most I ever did in 1 year to date. In this video, I'm going to name my top 5 favorite music festivals from last year and recap them with videos so you can see all the things that were amazing about them. The way I narrowed down my top 5 was based on the festival itself, like so the production, the crowd, the DJ lineup, and like all that stuff. Like obviously mostly the bigger festivals are the ones that are at the top of my list because they were super crazy, but because for a lot of cases they're equally awesome, I had to take into consideration which ones were just my favorite in general. And that's how I came up with my top 5, and it's unfair that some of these didn't make it on my top 5 list because I had a lot of fun at some of the smaller festivals, but at the end of the day they just can't compare to like these bigger festivals I'm gonna name. Before we get started, I would like to ask if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel to please do so and turn on notifications. I would really appreciate it, and if you're into EDM or festivals, I promise you my videos will not disappoint. So I'm gonna start off with number 5 and then count up to number 1. My number 5 top favorite music festival of 2019 was EDC Orlando. The main reason why it's in my top 5 and above 10 other music festivals that I attended last year was, of course, the production quality. EDC Orlando is obviously run by Insomniac, the same people who do EDC Las Vegas. EDC Las Vegas is one of the biggest festivals in the whole world. It's super crazy, and Insomniac really did translate a lot of what EDC Las Vegas had to offer and brought it to this festival as well. It was obviously a lot smaller than EDC Las Vegas, but still a lot bigger than most festivals, and they actually use the exact same stage from Vegas at this festival as well. They just brought like a condensed down version. The lineup was obviously amazing because it was like an EDC. I think the crowd was really fun. Like, I've been to music festivals on the East Coast, and I feel like this festival didn't have an East Coast vibe, as in it had more of like a multicultural variety kind of vibe. Like, you can tell people had come from all over the country and probably from different countries to go to this festival, and that was really apparent, and it was very wholesome to be a part of that. Nothing but good vibes the whole weekend. I got to see my favorite DJ Seven Lions play on literally probably one of my favorite stages of all time, which says a lot because I've been to a lot of festivals in the 12 years that I've been raving. I spent so much time at this stage just because the visuals were so cool looking. So I saw Seven Lions there, and he was amazing. He's always really good. I mean, I might be a little bit biased because he's my favorite, but I genuinely do think his sets are like really good. Excision and Sudden Death also looked super freaking cool on that stage. Even though EDC Orlando was a super cool festival, I don't really know if I'm going back again. My thing is going to different music festivals all over the world to share my experiences with you, so I try not to repeat festivals, and like there's not so much to EDC Orlando. I don't know if there's a reason for me to go back, except for the fact that this year is the 10-year anniversary, which makes me kind of want to go, but I don't know yet. If you want to see more of my EDC Orlando experience, you can check out the full vlogs on my channel. And I also kind of talked about it, but I do have this other video where I compare EDC Las Vegas to EDC Orlando. That's a fun one, and I will actually link to that one in the description. My number 4 favorite festival on my list from last year is Pumpkin Halloween in Germany. This festival was actually on Halloween, and it was my first time attending a festival in Germany. It was an inside event, and it wasn't like this huge crazy festival, but the production quality was on point. The bass was amazing, the sound was amazing, like the atmosphere was amazing. It was just such a great experience. It was an all hard dance music event, so like hardstyle, hardcore. The lineup was so stacked, and there were so many stages. Hard dance music is literally my shit, and I went completely crazy at this show. I think the hard dance crowd is always so much fun to be around because hardstyle and hardcore has so much energy. Like, you're forced to go really hard, and so all of these people who are really passionate just bring that energy together. It's awesome to be a part of. I want to go to Pumpkin this year again so bad. It was such a great event. Unfortunately, I have already made the choice to go to Escape Psycho Circus in the United States instead. Escape is literally one of my favorite festivals of all time. It's done by the same people who do EDC Las Vegas and EDC Orlando, so like Insomniac events, and it's crazy just like one of those festivals, but like Halloween theme. It's so much fun, but I'm definitely gonna miss Pumpkin because I really love that festival. My number 3 top favorite music festival from last year is Hard Island in Croatia. Hard Island was a very unique experience, unlike any festival I've ever been to before. It wasn't set up like an actual festival. It actually took place on a beach, and the different stages were like different club venues, but you can move freely from the different clubs. It was just a really chill, different type of atmosphere, a different take on music festivals for sure. It was an all hard dance lineup, hence Hard Island. It was insane. It literally had all of the DJs on it, including my favorite DJ Darren Styles, who threw down. As I mentioned about the last festival, like hard dance music crowds are so much fun to be a part of because they have so much energy, and it's hard not to like go hard to this music because it's so like in your face, like driving you to dance and go crazy. It was 5 days long of complete insanity. So in the daytime they had boat parties out on the water, and then pool parties in the daytime, and then there was a break for like a couple hours, and then once nighttime hit was when all the club stages opened, and they went until like 6 a.m. And oh my gosh, you guys, that is the hardest I've ever partied in my life. I was basically drunk for a whole week. It was like party, party, party. I would honestly like to go back to that festival, but the thing is, they keep canceling it and uncanceling it. I swear they wrote this huge thing on Facebook saying it was canceled, and then they wrote another thing on Facebook saying, surprise, it's not canceled, and then they canceled it again, and as of right now, they just posted another Facebook post saying that it is back up and running again, and at this point, I have no idea. They've gone back and forth like 5 times. It sounds like the problem is like the venue location because they can't have it where it was last year because of some other festival. So I mean, I'm probably not attending this year until they have their shit together. Cause I mean, I'm on a budget, guys. Like I have to plan all of my events very early in the year in order to be able to like strategically budget and afford to go to festivals. However, I would highly recommend if you like hard dance music to check this out at some point. The second place of my top 5 favorite music festivals from last year is a giveaway to what is my first favorite festival from last year. It was so hard to choose between the two, between EDC Las Vegas and Defqon.1. EDC Las Vegas is one of the biggest festivals in the whole world, of course. I've been 7 times in a row, and this year was my first ever Defqon.1 in the Netherlands. It's the biggest hard dance music festival in the whole world, and I've always wanted to go. It's always been a dream of mine. So I went for the first time last year, and it was amazing, and it was so hard to choose which was second and first place, EDC Las Vegas or Defqon.1. And I had to come to the conclusion that personally for me, my number 1 favorite festival from last year was EDC Las Vegas, which makes Defqon.1 my second favorite festival from last year. It was so hard to choose, and I know so many people would not agree with my decision to put EDC above Defqon.1, but you know, it's all about preference. We're all different, guys. I love hard dance music so much. That is why 3 of my top 5 favorite festivals from last year were hard dance music festivals. But at the end of the day, EDC Las Vegas is my home. I've been so many times because I love it so much and I have such a strong connection with it. Those are my people. I mean, the people at Defqon are also my people, but like EDC Las Vegas, that's my family. So Defqon.1 was number 2, barely, and that is because it is one of the craziest awesome music festivals in the whole world. Man, the production quality is insane. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. The lineup is so insane that it doesn't even fit all in a flyer, like they don't post a flyer. Basically, literally all of the hard dance DJs play at this festival. It was cool because I got to see a lot of DJs that I've loved for a really long time, but never had the chance to see a live set in person, since literally all of the hard dance DJs play at Defqon. Like, it was finally my opportunity to see them all, and none of them disappointed me. I feel like every single set at Defqon.1 was amazing. It's like everyone brings their A game. The lasers are definitely something that you will never forget. I would say that probably one of the main differences between European festivals and US festivals are the different visuals. Like I feel like in the US, a lot of stage designs are very much so centered around the LED screen designs, and European festivals are really focused on laser shows. Like yes, US festivals, US stages do have lasers, but like no, you don't understand. The lasers at certain European festivals are just insane. So like the lasers were super duper crazy here. The Defqon.1 end show and the closing, they put on like these visual shows at the main stage, which just like take your breath away. Again, I'm gonna bring up the fact that hard dance music crowds are so crazy. They attract the craziest, passionate people, I swear. They go hard, man. Like it is hard to keep up with them, but like what's great is that even if we're tired, like people are still going hard no matter what. It's such great energy to be a part of. It is officially my second home. EDC Las Vegas is my first, but I consider myself a hardcore Defqon.1 pledge. Like since I've been there, I cannot picture myself missing that festival ever. And like, so spoiler alert, I'm obviously going this year, as I will probably go every year. So we already talked about this. It is a given that my #1 favorite music festival from last year was EDC Las Vegas. I can't help it, guys. I love it so much. It is my favorite place in the whole world. Defqon.1 is officially my second favorite place, but EDC Las Vegas, it's just like amazing. I will be a hardcore stan till the day I die. Like I mentioned, I have been 7 times in a row, and I'm going this year for my 8th time. So excited because it is going to be the 10-year anniversary, and like I can't even begin to guess what that means for the festival. What kind of amazingness and insanity do they have in store for us? Like I don't know, but I'm so excited. The production of EDC Las Vegas is obviously off the charts. It is so insane. It's like the craziest place you've ever been to. I have so many videos on my channel. You literally have to check them out because it is way too much for me to cover in this video. There's so much to it. But like a lot of festivals, just the main stage is like their big attraction, and it's super crazy, and they put a lot of production into that. Like no, EDC has a bunch of stages, and they have so much quality to the level of production. On top of just the production and the stages, the lineup is obviously the most insane lineup ever. The list goes on and on and on, and that's because there are 7 stages and like 6 art cars or something like that, all playing music from dusk till dawn. So the festival literally starts when the sun goes down and literally ends when the sun comes up. It's complete magic and madness like the whole night, and I love it. The crowd at EDC Las Vegas is one of the best crowds in the whole world to be a part of. Plur is such a big part of the rave community and music festivals. I've never been somewhere where Plur is so 100% alive. Like everyone just has the best vibes. I never see any negativity or altercation in any way at EDC ever. You know, it's just a very beautiful, I would say even spiritual place. It's more than just a festival, that's how I would describe it. And on top of that, on top of just the festival, the camping aspect of EDC is like insane. I say that if you don't camp at EDC, you're genuinely missing like half the festival. Cause like the festival goes from dusk till dawn, so from like 7 to 6 or something like that. And at Camp EDC, the party continues literally the whole weekend. So like there's an after party after the festival that goes until 10 a.m. and then like at 8 a.m. they start all of these crazy activities like yoga, aerobics, arts and crafts. There are pool parties with DJs on the lineup. There are different activities to do on top of it. I can't even explain all of what EDC is in this video. You're going to have to check out my vlogs, my reviews, all my other videos on EDC because there is a lot to it, and I do have an EDC Las Vegas playlist I will link to in the description. I have a Defqon.1 playlist too, so check that one out too. Those were my top 5 favorite music festivals from last year ranked, and I actually did rank all 15 festivals I went to last year. So if you're curious, I'm going to go over all 15 of them, starting with my least favorite festivals and ending with my favorite festivals of the year, which I literally just went over, but yeah. And it's honestly all relative. Like I went to so many, they were so different. Just because some are lower on the list than others does not mean they necessarily suck. It's just like sometimes obviously some of these smaller festivals can't compare to the bigger festivals, and it's not really fair, but like it was hard to make this list and like organize them based on which ones are my favorite, but I did it. So yeah, here it is. The 15 festivals I attended last year ranked from 1 to 15. Number 15 was Westfest in the UK. Number 14 was Korsakov in the Netherlands. 13, Dream State USA, 12 Lights All Night Dallas, Texas, 11 Imagine Music Festival in Atlanta, Georgia, 10 DOS Energy in Salt Lake City, Utah, number 9 Electric Love Festival in Austria, number 8 Nocturnal Wonderland in Southern California, number 7 Decadence in Arizona, number 6 Beyond Wonderland in Southern California, and then of course number 5 EDC Orlando, number 4 Pumpkin in Germany, number 3 Hard Island, number 2 Defqon.1, and number 1 EDC Las Vegas.